Hello everyone, and welcome to our Instagram live event. My name is Arsen, the founder of this project. But the topic of our Instagram live event today is educational, and the title of the talk today is Decentralized fiat or before I start talking about the topic of today, let me tell a little bit about our project. As I mentioned, decentralization and advertising platform, and like it, what we have as projects are different compared with other functioning decentralization, maybe next generation of internet. Why do I say this? Like the essence of decentralization, according to me, as a technology developer, and the project is a vision from the user. And this direct communication is done without going through. So it is directly going from one person to another person. Most of the times when other people are talking about decentralization, or are talking about the generation of internet, they think of technology. As a technology developer, I can tell you that blockchain technology is not suitable for design, and it is not the generation of internet. What blockchain technology proved good at is creating and storing virtual value, and besides this positive quality, there is a very long list of fundamental flaws and qualities of blockchain technology. And what is if we're looking at blockchain technology, is accumulating blocks, like getting transactions and putting these actions into blocks. This leads to continuous increase in size of the blockchain, and at some point it becomes heavier and heavier burden to carry from ordinary person. Basically, like the increase in size of blockchain technology limits the number of nodes which are part of this blockchain network of nodes. Essentially, blockchains are network nodes. As they increase in size, there is a smaller and smaller number of nodes which can actually carry like accept transactions, and then like reach to other nodes, reach consensus, and then from new block of blockchain. So that's one of an issue. The other fundamental issue is the need of consensus. The need of consensus is reaching agreement which a transaction is legitimate and which transaction can be posted in the upcoming block of the blockchain. And this need of consensus limits the number of transactions. Like there are some, like for example, in Ethereum, we're talking about tenths of a second. There's other blockchains blockchains which they claim thousands or tens of thousands transaction, but these transactions have to comply. What is missing to this claim is think people that transactions take time to get about like this fundamental limitation of speed of the light, which transactions can be posted from one point. So what this blockchain claim as having tens of transactions per second is that like the transactions have been already submitted. So once the transactions are submitted, usually there it's a matter of having a sufficient number of CPU instances. If like most of the nodes they're part of cloud like cloud service, and like with adding sufficient number of CPUs to handle tens of thousands of transactions. But submissions, this transaction it takes time, like looks deeper to claims of blockchains, then they're going to see that the transactions per second is much lower. Another fundamental flaw in blockchain technology is like the claim of a generation of internet, Web3, like of blockchains, they claim that Web3 is supposed to be the following generation, the generation following the internet. But if we look at the data sizes submitted blockchains, we can see that the size of transaction submitted blockchain is tens of bytes, and like the requests submitted by users of connection of internet size in kilobytes. Like the user request, which is like a size of hundreds of bytes or kilobytes, and then they pull information back to them in size of kilobytes, megabytes, or gigabytes. So if we're talking about next generation of internet, it has to handle at least this size of transactions of the current internet, and technology is dealing with transactions which are in sizes of maybe tens of bytes. Next generation of internet we're going to have, if this next generation of internet can handle only transactions in sizes of tens of bytes. It's ridiculous, but lots of promoters, investors, and people involved in this, they think that blockchains are next generation of internet. But they're wrong. In our project, I mentioned that we did build software distribution. This software decentralization engine allows the communication from user to user. And our project, we still have a blockchain. It's just for our project. And this blockchain instance plays a support role in our project. And the role of blockchain in our project is just records of the we're giving users and variety of reasons. For example, become a new user, to refer others to our project, to view advertising, which is essentially the way to monetize our project, to run a blockchain node, to note of our project, and etc. So it's right outside of our project, but let me tell the marketing side, because it's a very project depends on marketing, and to market our product we must think on a very long list of social networks, and this list includes Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Reddit, Pinterest, and Discord. From this very long list, we're focusing on Instagram, Twitter, and Telegram. We aim to build community, and so you did not join yet our communities, you can go to our website, which is decentralized.org. Decentralized and web, there are two words that are all together. Decentralizedweb.org. And on the bottom of the page, you can see the icons that are posting on. You can click on one or more of these icons, and you can become a follower, so that you get communications, and you can also become part of our groups and communities, and participate in events. Today's event, today is Sunday, and the event is Instagram Live, and as you know, Instagram Live is a video channel, but we have an additional event just like today's events, but it happens on Saturday. It happens on Twitter Space. No, Twitter Space is audio only channel. We started doing additional events, these additional events recurring weekly. We started these events about 5 or 6 months ago, and the topic of our very first event, which happened only on Twitter Space, was what is blockchain. The topic of the following event, the following week, which happened on Twitter Space and Instagram Live, was what is smart contract. Some of the topics of the following events, which we give talks, are technology trading, decentralized finance, that's to implode, central bank digital currency, the crypto confrontation is low. In the end of 2022, we had 2022 review in crypto. In the 2023, we had predictions for crypto in 2023. We had an event about the big crashes in crypto. There are and FTX. We had an event about decentralization engines, blockchain decentralization engines, and other decentralization implementations. We had events about essence of decentralization, direct communication, and ways of implementation of decentralization. We had events about artificial intelligence, current state of artificial intelligence, intelligence and a path towards artificial general intelligence. So I did mention the events will happen on Saturdays on Twitter Space and Sundays on Instagram Live. These events they happen Saturdays and Sundays. They're on the same topic, and what happens is on Saturdays I talking about the specific topic, and on Sundays I repeat some things I said Saturdays, and I continue with topics which were not mentioned and not said on the Saturday's event, so that people who are coming to both events on Twitter Space Live, they do not go much through repetition, but they having they're listening to some new things which were not mentioned on the previous event. And we are posting action on Sundays. We're preparing a list of posts which we're to post for the upcoming week, and as a member of one or more of our social networks, you get notifications every the week, recordings of the event. As you know, the event is happening on Instagram Live, and there is going to be a recording of this event. This recording is going to be posted on social networks, so that people who did not come to the live event still click and listen and see the recording of this event. But in addition to this recording that we're posting also announcement of the application Saturdays and Sundays. We mentioned the application events on Saturdays and Sundays, but we have also recurring events which happen every Thursday. And one Thursday we have a general Ask Me Anything session which covers topics of general sentiment of the crypto market, Web3, decentralization, central bank, digital currencies, blockchain technology, and NFTs. And these events, which are happening on Thursday, they are happening simultaneously on 3 different channels. They happen. They start starting on Telegram, and on Telegram people can type their comments in text. But we have also 2 additional channels. We are starting the event as well on Twitter and audio only, and we have the event happening on Google Meet, which is a video and audio channel. So we have broadcasting on this meeting session on 3 different channels. And as I mentioned, 1 week we have like a session, and the following week we have demo day plus Ask Me Anything session specifically about NFTs. And I would like to mention the very exciting we have an English of NFTs, and this collection is based on 3-dimensional objects. So what is interesting and what is exciting about this 3-dimensional objects is that these objects are going to be animated, they're going to move for themselves, they're going to be also interactive. The user can click on the object and they can move the object left, right, up, down. They can scroll with the mouse button and they can zoom in or out the object. The next capability of this three-dimensional object is that the object is going to have a voice. It is going to speak, and the object is can speak in like male voice, female voice, or whisper voice. And initially, it's three basic voices. The object can also speak in normal speed voice, or speak in fast speed voice, or you can speak in low speed voice. And like this, when we are listening to like a male voice, which is speaking in a slow speed, we had the impression that like the voice is very masculine, or it is very old. And for example, if we're listening to a voice which is speaking at speed, we can hear the voice as sounding funny, or sounding very childish, as said in, for example, girl. And like this is regarding to the speaking capability, but the next and exciting capability is that this three-dimensional object will have a voice recognition capability, and the user can tell the object some command. For example, if the object is a continuous wink, the user can tell the object to stop moving, and the object is going to stop moving. Then the object, the user can tell the object move left, move right, move up, move down, come closer, and the object is going to zoom in, or the user can tell the object zoom out, and the object is going to move further away. The user can tell the object to start rotating, and the object is going to start rotating. So these are exciting capabilities, but the next capability is super exciting, because this three-dimensional object is going to have artificial intelligence capability. Wow, really, wow. So like the user can ask the object what is your name, and then this three-dimensional NFT object is going to tell you their name. The user can ask the object who are you, and the object is going to tell you in few sentences who they are. You can ask the object to describe something. For example, describe Web3, and the object is going to describe what is Web3 in sentences. Or you can ask the object describe Russia, and then the object is going to describe you this centralization, or the country called Russia. So this is regarding to the basic artificial intelligence capability, but the last capability that we're planning to have is having the object being viewed in real three-dimensional shape. So what do I mean by three-dimensional shape? The objects which are three-dimensional. Currently, there are put into a screen like a laptop or computer screen, computer screen, which is dimensional, and the object could be moving, rotating, and being animated, but we're engineering this in our head because it is projected in two-dimensional screen. But if we're like so you went to movie theaters and some of these movie theaters project movies in three dimensions. People who went into these movies, like in the movie, you were given glasses, and at the start of the movie, you're putting glasses, and then you can see like the movie, you can see shapes in three dimensions, and these shapes were projected in flat movie screens, but together with these glasses, you can see the three-dimensional shape of what was projected. In the same way, in our project, we're planning to have three-dimensional NFTs, which are having a stereoscopic capability, and we're going to offer also a glass. As you see, like one of the lenses, this glass is red. The other lens, this glass is blue, and the traditional objects which we are planning to have, which are going to have stereoscopic capability, they're going to have part of the object made in red or reddish color, and the part of the object is going to be made in blue or bluish color, and together red and blue and the glasses are going to allow to see our three-dimensional NFT, which is projected with in a stereoscopic way. Together with glasses, you are going to see the real shape of this three-dimensional object. So this is very, very exciting and very long list of capabilities. But so we're planning to release very, very soon. And in addition to the collection, which I did describe in very big details, we are going to have also a marketplace made specifically for our like first and upcoming collection, and all other collections which are going to be based on three-dimensional images. So this is very exciting, which is coming. So like I like to compare our marketplace with the standard and popular marketplaces which are in existence. If we're looking at the ordinary marketplaces like OpenSea and Rarible, we can see that this marketplace is only with two-dimensional images, and these two-dimensional images, they're not moving, and basically if somebody creates a collection, they're coming to the a listing on the marketplace, and then they like first buyer who are coming to the marketplace, they trigger the deployment of the smart contract, and then NFTs created. Apparently, with our marketplace, which is going to have three-dimensional objects specifically, and also going to have like people who want to buy these three-dimensional objects are going to be paying in multiple cryptocurrencies. In ordinary marketplaces, like when a collection is listed, at the point of listing of this collection, the creator of the collection, they have to choose a blockchain on which this NFT is going to be operating. It is going to be bought and sold on a specific blockchain, and it is going to be bought and sold in a specific cryptocurrency. Compare this with our marketplace, which we are having our own instance, and all the NFTs are going to be deployed on this chain. But people are coming to buy this three-dimensional NFT. They are not limited to a single crypto coin or token, but they could make the purchase with multiple fiat currencies. In addition to this, like people are going to be having the choice of like paying into a currency with a credit card or with a bank account. So what happens in most of the other projects, they announce the capability of payment in like by credit cards. This payment is like then converted into cryptocurrency, and further it is like deployed in a specific blockchain. So what we're having is the deposit is going to be in fiat currency, and people can buy our NFTs directly with the bank account. But enough talking about our project. Let's come back to the topic of today, and the topic of today is like the safest bet in certain times, crypto or fiat or gold or anything else. So to be honest, this topic of today was triggered by something that I did read. The specific thing which triggered this presentation today is the confirmation regarding the approval of the budget of the called United States of America. As you know, there are two very big parties in the United States. There's the Democratic Party and there is the Republican Party. And every year, the administration of the country and like the government have to they have to announce, and after announcing this, announce a plan for and then this plan has to be approved by the Congress, the Senate, and the President of the United States. So currently, this announcement of the plan, but this one has not approved. I think like this result of the ongoing between the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, and so there's a deadline for approving of this budget for the year, and this deadline is so if so we're still about 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks at the deadline, and so there's some ongoing consultations between parties on the approval of the budget. There could be changes in the plan, but if this budget is not approved on June 15, the country is going to go into default, and this default is going to affect the United States dollar, which is the reserve of the world, and also the number of jobs which are related with U.S. governments, with financial markets, with economy, and some agencies which get funding through government budget. So in addition to them, effects of this default in the effects could be around the world, and it is going to affect other world's economies and other countries in the world. So looking at the ongoing confrontation, it could this as a brinkmanship, putting the country to the collapse, and I think the budget is going to be approved by the default. I hope the politicians which are tasked with approving this, they still are going to have some common sense, and they're going to approve the budget, and the guy is not going to go into there is going to be a budget for the next year, but lots of the times the approval of this budget, one side or the other side, we insist on budget cuts, and this very big and continuously accumulating deficit, which is the size of between 20 and 30 trillion dollars, and this deficit continuously accumulates year after year. But is this significantly negative? I think the United States is in unique position to have the reserve currency of the world, to have United States dollar, and so far with continuous accumulation of very large debt, there have not been severe consequences of the country for this continuous accumulation of the deficit. But there are countries which they like to challenge the dominance of the US dollar, and they are having into works or into plans of introducing uh, a digital, introducing a reserve currency which is an alternative to the United States dollar. And one of the possible reserve currency is like combination of currency with Chinese yuan, renminbi, and a basket of currency, including the Russian ruble, Brazilian real, South African rand, and some other currency in the basket. The possibility is with the Chinese yuan or renminbi being one of the next reserve currencies which could be used for a world trade. And so I did describe the current event which affects negatively financial markets, crypto markets, and like it introduces uncertainty into the world. Because today's what can we do in this uncertainty to preserve value of what we have? And so like value depends on like a lot and to where your coins of value are. For example, if you hold value into cryptocurrency, I think currently it is safe to convert crypto coins and tokens into stable coins. Like if you want to remain within crypto, this is probably the safest thing, which a person who has holdings into crypto coins and tokens, the safest that they could do. But as I mentioned in previous presentations, like there is a very big difference between the like market capitalization of like big crypto coins, like Bitcoin and like Ethereum. If we multiply the number of coins of Bitcoin, which is about 20 million Bitcoin coins mined currently, and if this by current spot price, say it is 25,000 stable coin dollars. If you multiply 20 million Bitcoin coins by 25,000 stable coin dollars for one coin, we're going to have 500 billion stable coin dollars as a market capitalization of Bitcoin. And if we add the market capitalization of Ethereum and our major coins, and if we multiply the rest of the crypto market, like altcoins, meme coins, DeFi coins, and so we're going to have a market capitalization between maybe 1 to 2.5 trillion stablecoin dollars. But if we're looking at the amount of fiat collected by issuers and centralized crypto exchanges, this amount of fiat currency, which includes US euros, Japanese yens, UK pounds, and all the other national currencies. We're going to have something maybe about 100 billion, maybe 100 to 200 billion fiat equivalent fiat dollars collected by stablecoin issuers. So going into safety of a stablecoin into crypto market is still not safe because of the big discrepancy between amount accumulated in fiat currency, which is the equivalent between maybe 100 to 200 billion equivalent dollars, and we have market capitalization of 1 to 1.5 trillion stablecoins. So this big discrepancy makes holdings held into stablecoin dollars into stablecoins. It makes this pretty unsafe. So if we continue looking at the safe bets, let's say somebody has fiat currency and they want to preserve the value of their currency. What they could do is like they could put this fiat currency holdings into a savings account, which give currently up to 5% interest on the savings into fiat currency. But as we mentioned, the uncertainty on getting the budget of the United States approved, we are having the potential event of default of the United States, which is going to negatively affect the US dollar. So a safe bet if somebody puts their holdings into savings accounts is putting this value into fiat currency into currency which is not a US dollar. Because in the event of default of the US dollar, the US dollar is going to go down into value compared with other currencies. And for example, the euro or the UK pound, the Japanese yen, they go higher in compared with US dollar. So I think it's safe for people in other countries if you have holdings into savings accounts to put them in US dollar because this potential default which would negatively affect the US dollar. But in the event of the approval of the budget of the United States, then the US dollar could be gaining in value because it like the budget get approved and there's not going to be uncertainty about this. So as I said, the future is unpredictable. What is going to happen, we don't know yet. But my guess is that most likely the budget is going to be approved before the deadline of June 15. So let's look at the next potential safe things which people can bet on. And the next potential thing which was in the topic of today is gold. So what a person could do is like that in certain times they could buy a metal itself, they could buy gold itself from like people or organizations which offer the physical thing, the physical gold. And like after buying this, like buying, I think the market is not very liquid, and after buying the metal itself, so it's not very easy. I think it's relatively difficult to sell this metal back and get currency for this. So what one possible alternative of buying directly the metal, the gold as metal, as a physical tangible thing, what you can do is they can go into the foreign exchange market. And I did give a presentation comparing markets, and foreign exchange market is one very big and very significant financial market together with the ordinary stock market and with the market. What the foreign exchange market deals with is then it deals with maybe about four different things. First thing, the foreign exchange, or is abbreviated Forex. The Forex market deals is the ratios between currencies. One currency, for example, US dollar, and there is another currency, for example, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, Euro, UK pound, like Japanese yen, etc. So, like what is the ratio, by hand between one currency and another currency? And what people can do is like they can put a bet on this ratio, and then they could buy like a specific amount of shares on this bet, and a point later they could sell this number of shares about the beta between ratios of two currencies. They could sell back and get this amount with a gain or with a loss. Like ratios between currencies, the first thing, and then the second thing, the forex market deals with commodities, and commodities is the bet on the price of, like for example, oil or gas or corn or other type of commodity which is listed in the forex. This is the second type of, but the third type which the forex market deals is metals. And as I mentioned, like this list of metal includes gold, which people can buy like certain number of shares for the gold, and then at some point later would like sell these shares, and they would realize a gain or loss. Together with gold in this group of metals, offered on the forex market. We have silver, we have platinum, and we have other metals as well. But metals is the third group, and the fourth group is indexes, like big financial markets, um, like some big 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 financial markets which are owning basket together as X, and people buy this index basket of shares as index in like a number of shares, and the shares are usually very expensive, which could reach maybe several thousands or $10,000 for one share of this index. And going back to gold, if somebody wants to buy gold through forex market, like a single share of gold is in the amount between $1,800 to $2,000. So this is a significant purchase, but like what is good with this type of purchase is that the forex market is very liquid. Something which is could be bought very quickly, and it could be sold very quickly as well. During buying and selling, a person has to keep in mind the spread, the difference between price to buy and price to sell. And this price, this spread is like basically like if, for example, somebody did buy a gold, one share gold, the price of the gold has to increase with the number of spread, so that the person could be hitting like matching the value they paid, and like if they sell at this point, they could get the exact amount of their money back. But we mentioned that this increase in the price of gold, which did actually compensate for the spread between the buy and sell price. So these are things which a person who decides to use the safe bet of gold through the foreign exchange market, the person who do this, they have to consider. But let's look at some other things which people can consider as a safe bet. And the safe bet, I believe, is the real estate market, and buying a property as a whole, or buying of fraction of property. People who want real estate market to invest money, like they have to put a very significant amount to purchase certain property can be as minimum amounting to tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, for very big and very fancy properties. So this is very significant amount of money, and very often people have to go to banks to get a loan and get this specific type of loan. It's called mortgage, and the person has to repay this loan, this mortgage year after year, and the most often term of repayment is 30 years, which is a very big period of time. So this putting money into real estate, in like property, it is like a safe bet, but like we have to consider like also crashes into this market. Like if we are looking at the like one of the bubbles which popped 2007, 2008 in the United States, and it did affect the rest of the world. So what happened is we had the terrorist event in 2001, September 11th, and it did affect like this terrorist event. It did affect the financial markets and the economy in the United States, and it had ripple effect around the world. So what government at the time they decided is to stimulate the economy, and they did stimulate the economy with reduction in the lending interest rate, and this reduction in lending rate it did trigger like the boom into people getting loans as mortgages, or people doing refinancing of their properties. But this boom was not sustainable because at that time prices were increasing, but people didn't keep in mind that if they refinance and they get a valuation of their property at a higher price in exchange for getting cash, which they most of people they quickly spend this cash. Like people did not realize that they have to repay this money back to the banks which gave them this loan. And what happened in 2017 and 2008 is the popping up of this housing bubble, and lots of people they found themselves unable to pay the mortgage they got, and like their property went then into foreclosure. So this type of event led to increase of the price of the housing, but this decrease of the price was temporary. So like after 2009, 2010, the economy, financial markets, and the housing market did recover, and it went into continuous increase and up. We had another very big and global event in the start of 2020. We had the start of a global COVID pandemic. It did affect negatively the world, but like governments they did announce initiatives for financial help of individuals and businesses. Them cope with the COVID pandemic. So we had an initial decline, but if you look at housing, it was level, and then it kept going up and up as well. So, like looking at the beds for uncertain times, housing remains, I believe, a safe bet. But people have to consider the big initial amount they have to put, and the big loan. Maybe they have banks to acquire a certain real estate property. There's a new way of which people are not required to put a big amount of money, and the new way is through securitizing of properties. Securitizing means people, they buy property, and then they issue security tokens. Basically, they divide the total value of property into a certain number of security tokens, and people could buy these security tokens, which gives them ownership, partial ownership of the specific property which was securitized. This is very new way, and people have to be careful when they put money in security tokens, so that they have real ownership of that part of a specific property, instead of owning part picture this property. They have to be very careful with this, so they have the physical and tangible partial ownership of the property, and not think of false fake as having a picture of only the picture of this property. So I'm going to wrap up of today. I did talk about safest bet in certain times, and I did mention bets into crypto, bets into currency, bets into gold, and bets into real estate. I'd like to come and join our social networks, come and join our social channels and groups. You can go to our website, which is decentralized web.org, decentralized and web. There are tools, and they are all together. You can go to the bottom of every page and select some social networks, and you click on one or more of these social networks, and become a follower, become the group of a specific social channel. With this said, I'm going to end this event. Once again, my name is Paul Arsov. I'm the founder of the Decentralized project. Come join our recurring weekly events, which happen on Thursday, asking questions and demo days about NFTs, and on Saturdays and Sundays, Saturdays, Sundays on Instagram Live. Thank you for coming to this event.